Romans 12:19 says, "Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath, for it is written, 'It is mine to avenge, I will repay,' says the Lord." His verse is part of Paul's teaching on how Christians should live in harmony with others and respond to difficult situations. Here are the key ideas. Avoid revenge. Paul encourages believers not to seek personal revenge when they are wronged. Revenge often leads to a cycle of bitterness and further harm. Instead, believers are called to trust God to deal with justice in His perfect way and timing. Leave room for God's justice. The phrase "leave room for God's wrath" suggests that it is God's role to administer justice. Humans are limited in their understanding, and attempting to take matters into their own hands may lead to unfair or sinful actions. Trusting in God's judgment means having faith that He sees all and will act righteously. Quoting the Old Testament, Paul quotes from Deuteronomy 32:35, where God says, "It is mine to avenge, I will repay." This reinforces the idea that vengeance belongs to God alone, as He is the ultimate judge. Call to forgiveness and love in the larger context of Romans 12. Paul emphasizes overcoming evil with good, Romans 12:21. Instead of responding with hatred or harm, Christians are called to show love, patience, and kindness, even to their enemies, Romans 12:20. Application. Let go of grudges and trust God to handle situations where you've been wronged. Focus on showing love and leaving judgment in God's hands. Understand that forgiveness does not excuse wrongdoing, but it frees you from the burden of anger and resentment. This verse is a reminder to release the need for personal justice, and instead rely on God's perfect plan for justice and restoration.